Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now, I'm going to be tackling a question today from South Africa from a fellow named Siyabonga. Now, I hope I pronounced that name well. If I didn't, then I apologize. I've got a number of subscribers from South Africa and I will hate to offend you. So Siyabonga's question is, he wants to know which individual stock to put his money in to get the most benefits in 2024. Now, usually I will tell my subscribers, do not put your money on one stock. I just want you guys to have a spread of portfolio so you don't put your eggs in one basket. And I think it's safer, especially when you're putting your money in the Magnificent Seven, which are the 7 largest corporations in the United States, on the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq, by market capitalization, which will be Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, Google, of which the parent company is Alphabet, Meta, Tesla, and Amazon. So if you put your money there, even if you go to bed, you're always going to make money. In fact, I'll use the word impossible, but it's going to be unethical for me to say impossible, but it's almost impossible for you to lose money if you put your money on these stocks. However, in direct answer to your question, which stock is going to give you the most profit in 2024? And I think even beyond 2024, it has to be Nvidia. Nvidia is right now the second largest corporation in the United States by market capitalization, having got into 3 trillion valuation. I think that was about two days ago. And so they displaced Apple. But beyond the headline, to understand why Nvidia is such a valuable company and such a company to invest in if you want returns, you got to understand the spread of Nvidia. Right now, AI is taking the world by storm because everybody is into AI. But then I just mentioned 7 companies as the top companies in the United States by market capitalization. Now, of these 7 companies, 5 of them use AI chips from Nvidia. Of these 7 companies, 5 of them. Now, obviously, Nvidia is one of the companies, so they cannot use their chips. So we have 6 companies. Of those 6 companies, 5 of them. So you have Alphabet, which is Google. You have Microsoft. You've got Meta. You've got Amazon, and you've got Tesla. Those 5 companies are heavily into Nvidia chips. And if you look at the quarterly returns that they just filed, I think that it was just filed 4 days ago. Nvidia, year to date, they've made 252% more money than they made in the year to date last year. And then if you look at their revenue guidance, they are projecting that they're going to make 38% more in 2025. And if you look at the last 5 years, because they say the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior, Nvidia has always beat their earnings projection. They've always beat it. So definitely, if you're going to go by the past, they're unlikely to make more than this 38% more next year. So already you can see that there's so much value. And beyond these 7 largest corporations in America, Mercedes-Benz use Nvidia chips. Volvo, they use Nvidia chips. Land Rover, Jaguar, you name it. The companies, the biggest car manufacturers in the world, they use Nvidia chips. And beside that, the US Department of Defense, the National Security Agency's office, and then police departments all over the United States, they use Nvidia chips. By, I think, already they are H200 GPU, because Nvidia is the biggest manufacturer of general processing units. So everybody is using their chips. Microsoft is using their chips. Apple will probably start using their chips. Apple is in direct competition with Nvidia, so they don't want to use their chips. But by the end of the day, they might be forced to if they want to bring their prices down, because Apple, they're having a slump in sales. And one of the ways that they can increase their sales is by being, in comparison to their competitors, is by being price competitive, and they cannot do that if they keep on avoiding Nvidia's tools. So Nvidia is a company that you need to invest in. When I told my subscribers to invest in Nvidia, that was on August 17th of 2023. It was $435. Today it's about $1,208. So their money has multiplied by 3. I got into Nvidia in I believe it was in 2016. November of 2016, because of Cathy Wood, the CEO of ARK Invest. I just mirror her trade. She's my mentor. And at that time, Nvidia stock was $81. So look at it. I bought it at $81 and I bought a massive amount of stock, and I look at where it is today. So Siyabonga, if you want to make the most money, get into Nvidia stock. Don't be like people that say, but the stock has exploded, I've lost out. No, it's still going to explode. That's what people said, when it got to $435 last year. and then it's look at where it is today, $1,208. So they've had the stock split. It ended today. So by Monday, you're going to start seeing the effect of the stock split when the New York Stock Exchange and the Nasdaq open. Get into it, Siyabonga. I'm telling you, you're not going to regret. I see Nvidia by next year probably hitting $2,000 per stock. So that means each of the split stock is going to be about $200. Now, if you watch this, you got questions arising from this, and you're a subscriber of mine, ask your question on the subscriber tab. If you're not a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe. This is Apostle of Prosperity and Mark saying,
travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is